How did you, and you're going to have to tell me the whole story, but how did you manage to convince Hulk Hogan, who was at the peak of his powers in 1997, to come down and take the fall in your retirement match in Montreal?
Well, to be honest with you, there's the world. I think that must be the eighth wonder of the world. I don't know myself, but to be honest with you, timing is all there. I know that if I was going to give you the short version, WCW was growing tremendously, and they weren't in Quebec, so I had the contacts to create a relationship with a TV station in Canada and Quebec for WCW to make their intro. And it was not long, well, it was about 10 years maybe after the Bulldog incident. And you don't like me saying this, but I say it anyway because I honestly feel it. I never was told by Hulk, but I was told by other people around him. But Hulk did not like the way the Bulldogs were giving the image of the WWF, showing up at 5 a.m, coming out of the bars drunk, and motherfucker, fuck that, talking like that obnoxiously in an airport where there are kids and everybody. And Hulk was always the guy who gave autographs and always trying to keep the reputation and tried to do what he could for business. So I think there was a dislike there between the Bulldogs and Hulk. And when I did my comeback on Dynamite and I stopped the bullying for a while in the WWF, I think Hulk grew respect for me. And because he thought it, what I'd heard is he thought it took a lot of balls to do what I did, and a lot of guys would have liked to have done it, but they never did. So Hulk took a big liking into me then personally. And when I opened the doors for WCW in Montreal, and I think also, this is all I think, okay? So maybe one day you'll have a good podcast. You could have one with what was his name? The guy that was running WCW,
Eric Bischoff.
Eric Bischoff. We never hit along really good. Not especially not after I beat Hulk in Montreal. But I also think that Eric Bischoff had a power trip with Hulk, and Hulk is Hulk, and Hulk wanted to tell Eric Bischoff, "I'm up for whoever I want to, when I want to." And I think it was all timing, and I think it was a discord they had between both. The liking he had with me, the fact that I booked him with me in Montreal, the great job we did in the promos, because we did a promo 1 month before my show where he slapped the hell out of me on an interview. And I did a promo with him the day when he came to Montreal for the show. He was getting out of the limousine, and I slapped the hell out of him when he got out of the airport before the show that night, and I broke his tooth. I really broke his tooth.
Wow.
And you could ask anybody. He'll tell you. The first one will tell you. When he got back in the limousine, he called my limousine after we did that montage there, and he called me and he said, "You broke my fucking tooth." You broke my... but he had a big respect for me, and I think that, like I said, it was timing. A lot of it was timing, and there's something about me that I'm going to tell you something that I've never said to anybody before. There's normal people that are here, and there's autistic and different kind of people that are there. Normal people are there, autistic are there. I think I'm about here. And I've always had a hard time in life, which played for me at a time, but I've always had a hard time in differentiating the reality of things sometimes and the things. And sometimes I become, in my life and my character and everything I do, really intense. Like I get more intense than a normal person. I get than a normal person, I think, and I cry more than a normal person. My feelings are very easy to reach. And because of that, and because when I was growing up, my father was my hero. And then there was half of believing my father was a real hero and a wrestler, but there was a thing in life that I was always convincing in the things that I was doing, because I was doing it to an extent that it would come from the bottom of my heart and the middle of my brain. Everything was so real for me. It looked so real to me. And I think maybe that things happened to me in life because maybe if I believed in it so much, then maybe the people around me Does that make any sense?
Yeah, absolutely. You wear your heart on your sleeve and you care, and the fact that if you care about something so much, it radiates through. I completely understand. I will ask one more thing about the match then. I've heard two things for Hulk Hogan to agree to lose the match. Is one that he didn't want the bout to be filmed, and two that he wanted $10,000 extra off the gate.
Not true.
Not true at all.
Not true at all. Hulk was a really professional. I offered him a price. My lawyer in Montreal fronted me the money. I offered a price. That's the money he got. He was a professional all the way. And your first thing that you
yeah, sorry. I'm sorry about the internet. We're both having trouble here. The first thing was that he didn't want the match being filmed, or him losing.
That's not true. He never mentioned that to me. We didn't film the event. It wasn't filmed. I mean, I filmed it locally. I got footage of it locally for my own connection, but I was never told that by him. Never. And to be honest with you, I could never figure out the whole time why Hulk was so nice to me, why Hulk agreed to do that. There's so many things that is going to be a mystery for me for the rest of my life. And I've met Hulk a few times. I went to his gym, his shop in Orlando, and he's got a new restaurant in Tampa now. I'm going to go there as soon as I can. And maybe one day I'll sit with him and I'll have the courage to ask him, why did you do this for me, Hulk? Well, because my merchant value after that just went like this. And the heat on my ass went like this because there's so many guys that wanted to beat him, and they always said, no. But I have to know that one day before I die, and before he dies, I want to know why he did that for me, why he really did that for me.